John F. Kennedy's presidency is known as the Camelot years. Many people are fascinated by the Kennedys' families, triumphs, and their tragedies. And some of those memorable moments are in Kitty Kelly's new book, Capturing Camelot. Kitty joins me now. Thanks for being here with us this morning. You have a really funny story about how you actually got a hold of all of these pictures. Tell us about that.
The photographer, Stanley Tredick, he's the photographer who took that iconic picture of John under his father's death,
Yeah.
which is probably the best-known picture ever taken in the Oval Office. Stanley was a very good friend of mine, and I took care of him in the last years of his life when he had a stroke, and he left me all of these pictures. I used to visit him at his house, and I'd say, he had this Marine Corps locker that he used as a coffee table, and I said, Stanley, what do you have in there? And he'd look at me and wink and say, nude photos. And after he died, the trunk was delivered to the house, and my husband said, what's in there? And I said, nude photos. He said, open the trunk. I said, no, I don't want to remember Stanley that well. That way. Mm-hmm. So we opened the trunk, and instead of nude photos, it was the most sentimental, precious collection of letters from the president, notes from Jackie, a tea towel, inscribed pictures, diary excerpts, memos from Stanley to his editor talking about how he got these exclusive pictures. So, because it had been a gift to me, I did nothing to earn it. I decided to give it back, and I am doing that with this book, and all profits and proceeds will go to the public libraries in Washington, D.C.
Jackie Kennedy was particularly protective of her children. What made her give Stanley access to the family, especially the pictures of the kids?
Well, she didn't really give access in the beginning. In fact, that famous exclusive 4 days that Stanley got with the president and his son, he got that only when Jackie left the country. She was very protective of the children. She refused to have them exploited in any way. So Stanley frequently worked at cross purposes. One time to get pictures, he was at Hyannisport photographing the Shrivers, and he sent Caroline into the compound with a little Brownie camera, and he said, now, you want to learn how to take pictures. You take pictures of your mommy, of your daddy, and your little brother, and then you bring them back to me. Well, when Pierre Salinger, the press secretary, found out, he nearly removed Stanley's White House press credentials. But in the end,
it all worked out, didn't it? Some
it did, and those
photos
pictures,
that you share in this book, Kitty.
Jackie said to Stanley that she was so happy that he and the president had gone against her wishes. She said this to him after the assassination because she would never have had those pictures taken in October of 1963.
Kitty Kelly, Capturing Camelot, a beautiful book, and just so it really captures the essence of their life in the White House. Thank you so much.
It really does. Thank you, Natasha, very much.